Selena and welcome. This is the daily stretch. So it's an all-around feel-good class. We're gonna move, we're going to breathe, we're gonna do some specific breath works just to kind of reinvigorate some joy into our lives. This is great for the morning, afternoon, evening, it doesn't matter. You're guaranteed to feel great no matter what. I'm so excited to share this with you. So let's get started. For today's class, we're gonna get started in a standing posture. So come anywhere that you're practicing. Doesn't really matter where your feet are. They can be wide or they can be hips distance. Doesn't matter to me, but let your arms release alongside of you and close your eyes. And just start to notice how you feel today. Nice deep breaths in and out. Let's do one together. Let's breathe in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Good. Blink your eyes open, and I'm just gonna have you start to find a little bit of a twisting side to side. So as you can see, my knees are nice and soft when I'm doing this. My arms are sort of loosey-goosey, and I'm just twisting one way and twisting the other. And when I've got this movement, I'm gonna close my eyes so that it's really more of an internal experience to you, and it's a time for you to tune in and notice how you're feeling today. And I like to have my hands sort of hitting the sides of my body, kind of waking myself up. Little bend in the knees here, little rhythm. Let's just go two more. And then bring yourself back through center. Eyes can open. You've got a deep bend in the knees, and I just want you to start to drop the chin in towards the chest. And then knees bent, start to let the head get really heavy, and it's as if you're rolling your way down. And you can go as slowly as you need. The arms are just kind of draping their way down. The head is draping its way down, and you'll come all the way into a forward fold. Little soft bend in the knees here. Fingertips are on the ground for you. And I'm gonna recommend rocking forward and rocking back, and maybe going over to the left and going over to the right, and just sort of playing with the feet on the ground, the fingers there for balance, the head dropping. And then together, let's take a breath here. Breathe in and full breath out. Bring your hands onto your shins, look forward, little flat back, and just lengthen the tailbone back behind you. Scooch the sides of the waist a little longer, the neck a little longer, and exhale, fold once again. Lower the hands, lower the knees. Meet me in a tabletop position. So we'll spread our palms generously. Our shoulders will come over our wrists, our hips over our knees. And when you look back behind you, let's not see the toes. So that means that your feet are so in alignment with the knees that they're perfectly parallel. And then move through some cat-cow shapes here. So you've got a little back bend as you breathe in, a gentle dropping of the head and tucking of the tail as you breathe out. And I'm gonna let you take this as fast or slow as you like. So you can go nice and slow like me, or I'll demo a little bit faster where you go in and out. And so you play with whatever speed your body is craving. Let's go for 5 more. 2 and 1, slow it down. Good, blink the eyes open if they were closed. Come to a downward facing dog. And the first down dog of class is always an opportunity to really just play around with the body. So pedal out through the legs. Maybe you want to step over toes and crack some toes. Maybe you want to lift a leg or bend a knee if that's part of your practice. You're just noticing how you feel today, especially for a daily stretch practice. Every day is going to be a little bit different. So this is your time to explore and get curious and just be gentle with yourself. Come forward to a plank pose, top of a push-up. Option to tap the knees down if you like. We will hold here for a moment. You'll look forward out in front of you, lengthen the neck, draw the shoulders back behind you, and then lift the knees once again, crease at the hips, come high, downward facing dog. When you look at the feet, make sure they're about hips distance apart. You've got a generous bend in the knees, and you're scooching your butt super, super high. The arms are stick straight. You're grounding down into the palms, and then the ears are in line with the upper arm bones, and it feels like you could lift your butt even higher. Take a big breath in, full breath out. Come forward to that plank pose once again. Tap the knees down, look forward, lengthen the neck, and then bend the elbows, come all the way down to the belly. Point the toes when you get down here, and just lengthen the legs back behind you. Gently press into the palms to lift the shoulders. And then exhale, lower down. So we're not actually using the arms here. You can even float the hands up off the mat. We're just lifting the shoulders and starting to engage through the muscles in the spine. And then exhale, lower down. Do it one more time. Inhale, lift. Lift the hands up off the mat. Maybe lift a little bit higher. Soften the shoulders, lengthen the neck, and then exhale, lower down again. Press the seat all the way back towards the heels and take your hips high, downward facing dog. From this down dog, we'll take our right leg straight up and back. Feel like you're reaching out through that right heel. And now look forward, step the right foot in between the palms. And if it didn't get all the way there, no problem. Just pick it up, move it forward, tap the left knee down, look forward, inhale, take your arms up into a beautiful crescent lunge back bend. Hands come down to the floor. Gentle step back, downward facing dog. So nice. Come forward to a plank pose, top of a push-up, option to tap the knees down, look forward, and then take the hips high once again, downward facing dog. From here, your left leg is gonna sweep straight up and back, nice and long through that left side waist. And then look forward, step the left foot in between the palms, get it all the way up there if you need a little extra help. Tap the right knee down, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands come back down to the floor, step it back, downward facing dog. This time, high onto the balls of the feet, walk your feet forward towards your hands super slowly, bend the knees as much as you need, and you come to a forward fold at the top of the mat. This time, let's grab for opposite elbows. So you're making a frame for the face here, you're dropping the head, you've got a soft little bend in the knees, and then the weight of the elbows helps pull a little more length through especially that middle spine. And then switch which forearm is on top. So you grab the opposite elbow grabbing, head continues to drop. Take a breath here. Release the hands, bring them to the shins, look forward, little flat back, lift, and then exhale and fold once again. A little different this time. You'll step your left leg back behind you, so you're in a low lunge now. Spin onto the outer edge of the left foot, look forward, take your arms forward and up. This is our warrior one shape. So the outer edge of that back left foot is grounding down, the front right knee is reaching forward, and then my arms are up alongside my ears and I'm growing super tall through the sides of the waist. One breath here, looking forward, softening that space between the eyebrows so the muscles in the face stay relaxed. Exhale, lower the hands, spin onto the back left toes, plant the palms, and now step your right foot into a plank pose. Option to tap the knees down, lengthen the neck forward, bend the elbows, come all the way down to the belly. Point the toes, lift the shoulders, lift the hands. Again, lengthen the neck forward, lift up 1 more inch, and then exhale, lower down. Press the seat all the way back towards the heels. Tuck the toes as you get there and lift the hips high back into our downward facing dog. Big breath here. And from downward facing dog, we'll lift high onto the balls of the feet. Take little baby steps, bending the knees as much as you need to walk the feet all the way back to the front of the mat, coming to this forward fold. Hands will come to the shins, look forward and lengthen through the sides of the waist, nice flat back. Exhale and fold. This time, step your right foot back into that low lunge. Spin onto the outer edge of the right foot and look forward. And when you look forward, you want to think that the torso is coming forward as you reach your arms up into our warrior one. I always like to straighten my front leg and just check in with my feet, make sure the outer edge of that back foot is grounded. Bend back into the left knee, make sure that my hips are coming forward. Reach the arms up, take a huge breath in here, nice and strong in our warrior stance. And then exhale, lower the hands down, frame the front foot. It's plank pose as you step that left foot back. Option to lower the knees down, or maybe this time you hold plank, you look forward, you bend the elbows, and with control, you lower all the way down to the belly. Point the toes when you get down here. Lift the chest, lift the hands. This time, let's reach our arms forward out in front of us, almost like a Superman. Draw the arms back behind us like you're closing your wingspan. Interlace the palms behind the low back. Press the palms away from you. Lift the chest, maybe float the toes. So nice. And then exhale, lower everything down. Hands will come back underneath the shoulders. Press your seat back towards the heels. Tuck the toes and lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog once again. Pause here in down dog, finding the breath. Option to take those little baby steps to the front of the mat once again, or maybe this time you lift high onto the balls of the feet, you bend the knees deeply, you look at the hands, and then step or jump the feet forward to a fold at the top of the mat. Hands come to the shins, look forward and lengthen, and then exhale and fold. Press down into the feet, really strong in the legs, right the arms all the way up towards the ceiling, and then the hands will come to a prayer shape at heart center. Keep the eyes closed. Open the arms alongside of you, mountain pose. Open the eyes here. We're going to come into a breath practice called the breath of joy, and it's so enlivening and it just leaves you in such a great mood afterwards. So it's really part of my daily practice and I want to give it to you as well. So you'll come here with your feet about hips distance apart, not too important. It's going to be a 3-part inhale and your arms are going to go inhale, inhale wide, inhale up, and then exhale, release the hands down. So I'll show you, it'll be like this. In, out. So nice. So whenever you've got it, catch on with me. In, and out, let it go. In, and out. And do this a couple more times, and it's almost like you're playing conductor to your own life here, your own emotions here, and you're going in, and when you let it out, it's like everything just goes. Let's do it one more time together. And then come all the way up to stand, arms alongside of you. Bring your hands to rest on the chest and the belly. So find your heart space, find the belly, eyes closed. Feel the vibration in the body. Feel the breath, feel the heartbeat. Good. And blink the eyes open, lower the hands down. Just come to find a comfortable seat. So you'll lower down. If you have something that you can sit on like a pillow or a blanket, please do so. Hands will rest down on the thighs, nice and grounding way to end our practice together. And as you take with you this sort of fresh sense of moving the body and breathing, and especially that joyful breath of joy practice, can you really give yourself a moment to let all of those shifts and benefits sink in? And feel really grateful for the work that you put forward and the feelings that you're receiving from that effort. Connecting to the sense of duality of both effort and grace. And so sitting here, just being, can you allow yourself to exist within that grace and feel that grace and be that grace? Draw the hands together to a prayer shape towards heart center, allowing us to close our practice together. Keep that sense of grace with you. Set the intention to carry that grace without you throughout the rest of the day. And sealing our practice. Thank you so much. Blink the eyes open. I'll see you soon.